LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. This time we reacting to a clip on the Fresh&Fit podcast. Adam22 and Kiki Clout were on the Fresh&Fit podcast. Let's get to this reaction. Y'all see the title. You already know what we're about to get into. Okay, so let's get it.
Also have to answer it as well. So I'll start off the game, and I'll say never have I ever.
Can we get into why she's mad at me first?
Yeah, let's get into that.
Yeah, we gotta.
Now, before they could even establish any of the games, any of the conversation, Adam wanted to cut the tension, deal with the elephant in the room. Let's get it.
I'm just trying to start off with the smoke. Start off with the smoke. Yeah, we all heard it. You know what I'm saying? Started off spicy. I got it.
So, all right, hold on. This audio is a bit rough. Okay, so Fresh&Fit had about 12 girls in the studio, a few guys. It was a lot of mics, a lot. That's pretty hard to engineer and keep everything sounding clean. So it got pretty crazy in there when everyone was talking at the same time, and the mics, the distortion and everything. I'm struggling like a bitch out here. All right, let's get it.
Okay, go.
At first, back in the day when me and V first got into porn, we used to watch your podcast. I thought you were cool. That's why I was like, fuck yeah. I told V, I was like, yo,
Who's V?
Violet Myers. Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, fuck it, I'm finna tweet at Adam. I'm gonna try and get us on his podcast and shit like that. And it worked. It ended up happening. We did the podcast and shit. Had a good time, went viral. I love the success from it. I don't hate it whatsoever. But what I fucking hated is the fact that I felt you discredited me.
Why? How?
Whoa.
So the fact that you posted the shit on TikTok, like you were posting it everywhere, but yo, like at least like throw my name in there or something like that. And when I asked you to come back on the podcast after the first one had been successful, you just like, you threw me off to the side and shit like that.
I just ignored you.
No, like that shit shady as fuck.
How is it shady for me to not want to interview you again? I interviewed you one time, did you a favor, and now you're mad that I didn't want to interview you again?
Did me a favor? Yo, you didn't even fucking, first of all, you made money off the shit. Second of all, you didn't even give me the content for it. Like, yo, that's...
Okay, so already, this is the problem, the entitlement. He has a well-established platform, millions of subscribers. He does you a favor. Yes, a favor. Get out of your ego. He did you a favor, put you on the platform, gave you an interview. He thought at the point that the interview was boring. It did numbers. He made money off of it. Of course, it's his platform. He gets money off of his uploads. That's why he's in the business of doing what he does. And you're mad at it. He didn't say anything negative about you. He just didn't interview you again because, let's get to it. I'm not going to explain it for him.
I mean, you could go to YouTube and download the video just like everybody else on Earth, right?
No. You could send me
No,
the
literally,
content.
go to YouTube and go to Google and search how to download a YouTube video. It's going to take you like 5 seconds. Boom, you got the video.
I don't give a fuck. You ain't finna sit here
But
and
I'm
talk to me
saying,
like
this
I'm
is the same
fucking
retarded ass shit that people always try to say. Yeah, I interviewed you one time, then you tried to do it again, and I ignored you because I didn't want to do it. And now you're salty. Why? I let you on the fucking podcast one time. I just didn't want to have you back. How did I discredit you?
You discredited me.
How?
Because you didn't fucking advertise my name or anything like that, but you kept reposting.
Got him.
So you didn't get the free promotion and advertising you wanted. So at that point, he discredited you. That is discrediting. People just like to just change the definition of words and just apply it in any way they feel the need to. Jesus Christ.
Listen to this shit.
Okay, number one, I don't know if you understand this, but I run a business, so there's people that run my TikTok that I have absolutely nothing to do with, so I don't know what the fuck they're posting. But the part of the podcast that went viral was Violet talking about how she wanted to get shit on.
Yes.
It had nothing to do with you, so why the fuck
yes,
would we tag you?
Yes,
you didn't say a word.
I was in the fucking interview. Yes, I fucking did.
You were sitting there, but you didn't say shit.
Yes, I did.
It's not like they tagged her either.
Yo, you fucking tripping. I swear to God, yo, I'm about to hit this man on the mic. All right, next. Let's.
What?
What?
You tripping? I'm about to hit this man with the mic. This is why I did the Donna and Alex breakdown, and Kevin Samuels had that overreaction to the Lizzo Nike fake ad, because this type of shit is just too accepted in the culture, where women could just, oh, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna do this, threaten violence like it's nothing all the time, casually. I'm just gonna hit you with the mic. Let's pull this back.
say a word.
I was in the fucking interview. Yes, I fucking did.
You were sitting there, but you didn't say shit.
Yes, I did.
It's not like they tagged her either.
Yo, you fucking tripping. I swear to God, yo, I'm about to hit this man on the mic. All right, next. Let's
Oh my God!
Yo.
Do you want to know what that is? That is the sound of her realizing that she's wrong.
Facts. That is the sound of her realizing she's wrong. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna pull that back a little bit so we can hear everything Adam has to say about that. But that is the equivalent of me tagging this girl or not tagging this girl right here. I don't know who she is, and tagging her and putting it in the title for this for Kiki Clout and Adam, and being like, oh, she was a part of it. I didn't tag her in it. Now she's discredited. You weren't saying anything. You're not a part of the discussion. Yeah, you're there, but get out of your own ego. This is ridiculous. Too entitled. And Jesus Christ, let's get back.
And that she's been mad at me about something totally fucking stupid for a long time. I interviewed you. Oh my God! Do you want to know what that is? That is the sound of her realizing that she's wrong and that she's been mad at me about something totally fucking stupid for a long time. I interviewed you once. I let you on the podcast one time. The fact that you're so entitled that you think that you deserve to come back on the podcast again. Guess what? You were boring the first time, so I didn't invite you back because I didn't want you to be boring again.
Shut up.
Facts.
First of all, I listened to the podcast that you guys did earlier, and you know what? I respect the fact that you grinded hard to get to where you fucking at. Cause you know what? I grind fucking hard to get to where the fuck I'm at. But when I have motherfuckers like this discrediting me,
okay,
and
I
talking
never
down
discredited you.
Yes, you did.
How?
I just explained it.
Silence, you fool.
If that was you explaining how he discredited you.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
I ain't finna explain it.
You did a really bad job explaining it. You didn't even make a point at all.
Yes, I did.
Again, you didn't make a
Yes,
point.
I
You don't
did.
have an
Yes, I
argument
did.
here.
I'm not.
Listen, y'all. None against, no offense to Kiki Clout here. We're just speaking on the situation for what it is and why it got heated and for the reasons why it got heated. The ideas that she's putting out there, we're challenging that. It makes no sense. Nothing personal, but your idea of he discredited you because he didn't give you a second interview, because he didn't overly promote you, and he made money because it's his platform. That is absolutely ridiculous. And if this message gets kind of like repeated and people act like this is a thing, because he said this is the same old tired shit, and
Ain't nobody got time for that. Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
what are we doing here? It's like you just want to make a scene. Is this the only way you could be exciting or bring something to the table for entertainment purposes? This is your world star moment?
I let you on my podcast one time. I just didn't want to have you back because you were boring.
Bet. Cool.
It's like, honestly, like it's the same reason why your porn career hasn't taken off is because you're just boring.
My porn career did take off, actually.
No, Violet blew up after you guys did the interview. Your shit is stagnant as fuck because you're mid.
Stagnant because I'm mid? Bet. All right, watch.
I'm just telling you how it is. Like, I didn't invite you back on the podcast because you're boring and you're mid. And now you're pissed off because I didn't want to have you on the pod again. It doesn't even make sense. Like, it's...
Yo, he is making a fool out of her. You're mid. Your porn career is mid. Yo,
I'm just telling you how it is. Like, I didn't invite you back on the podcast because you're boring and you're mid, and now you're pissed off because I didn't want to have you on the pod again. It doesn't even make sense. Like, it's my podcast. I get to invite whoever the fuck I want. Guess what? They might never invite you back. You don't have a say in that.
And you're not wrong. You know what? You're not wrong. It's all
I know.
exactly. It's his podcast, and he can have whoever he wants on the podcast. That simple. You don't like it, take it to your own platform and do a reaction video to it. Y'all see me give my opinion on Fresh and Fit. It's probably not the most favorable opinion, but I'm still doing reaction videos to them. Still subscribed. At the end of the day, they just got pretty much demoted from Jerry Springer to Steve Wilkos. It's pretty much what happened with Myron just becoming an officer or revealing that he's an officer. I just look at him as Steve Wilkos now. He's no longer Jerry Springer. Still entertainment, still black men working hard and building their platform. Just because someone gives an objective breakdown doesn't mean they completely throw away Fresh and Fit. That has nothing to do with this. I'm just, because we're watching the review and people are probably looking at it like, yo, LT, you said this and that. But I'm like, yo, we still doing reactions. We still giving breakdowns. If my opinion is not favorable all the time, it is what it is. We're just giving blunt breakdowns. But really and truly, she has no dog in this fight, or she has no She has no real point here. She has no argument. Her argument makes zero sense. Let's get back into it because I kind of went off on a tangent there.
I'll leave it like that.
I'm just baffled by the fact that you even wanted to come on a podcast and sound this fucking dumb. Like, you wanted to do this. Like, this was your plan?
I'm not, whatever. I ain't bothered by you. You ain't nothing but a white boy. Like, real shit. Fucking white boy.
You're white, too.
Okay, yes, I am.
You're
yes,
white,
I
too.
am. But you an average-ass white boy with a fucking arrogant-ass fucking...
I'm a multi...
Why do white girls diss white guys and be like, you're white?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Why is that?
We don't care.
Why is it a diss that he's a white guy while being a white girl? That makes zero sense.
Millionaire with a huge business, beautiful girlfriend, and a great life. I own a big ass house. I own multiple properties. You're a mid porn star who came on here to try to make a point, and you sound like a fucking moron.
I'm happy for you. You know what? And I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm not.
You came here to hate on me, but now you realize that you didn't have a fucking argument because you sound so stupid.
I'm not hating on you. I'm telling you, I felt discredited.
I never had anything against you. I just didn't want to have you on the podcast again, so I ignored you. I showed Myron. I sent Myron the DMs of me ignoring you. It's pretty bad. It makes you look like a thirsty bitch. I'm going to be real with you.
All right.
Because you just keep asking to come on the podcast and I keep ignoring you.
But you know what?
That's the whole thing.
What? And I'm not going to give up. I'm not.
Why would you want, like, why can't you just accept that I don't want to have you on my podcast again? You got these guys right down the street from you and they're going to have you on, right?
Shit getting out of hand.
Yeah,
We love both you guys, man.
Yeah.
Listen, Kiki Clout should just be happy that she still has Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit subscribers are going back up. They're at 405K. You still have this connection. They'll have you on at any time. You shouldn't feel that salty. Adam don't want to fuck with you. He finds you boring. It is what it is.
I never had anything against you, and I would have never revealed to you that you're mid. But then you came on this podcast trying to talk shit about something that don't even make any fucking sense.
I'm trying to clear the air on the fact of why you don't fuck with me. That shit weird.
I fuck with you. I fucked with you. I just didn't want to have you on the podcast
okay,
again.
Why
Guess what?
you
Coming on the jumper is
a
a very rare, special time in someone's life. It's like puberty. You only get to do it once. Maybe, again, if you take some testosterone or something. But I'm just saying, me not responding to your DM is well within my right.
All right, whatever.
Because if I respond to you in the DMs, what am I going to say? All that I can say is, I don't want to have you back on the podcast again because it was boring the first time, which I feel like me leaving you on red kind of gets that message across without me having to actually say it.
Okay, let me ask.
What happened to the game?
Let me ask.
That shit was like Jake Paul and Nick
Let me
Robinson.
ask. I think this is the real question she want to ask, even though he did discredit her. The way.
Hold on, I didn't even catch that the first time I watched this. He said this was like Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. Hold on.
Okay, let me ask.
What happened to the game?
Let me ask.
That shit was like Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
Let me ask. I think this is the real question she want to ask, even though he did discredit her the way she felt. But she really want to say, "Can you fuck with me again?" And can you blow my little career up a little bit more? Is that what you really want to ask him?
Yeah, she wants some clout, and she's mad that I didn't give her more
obviously,
clout after I gave her the
my
first
last name
dose
is
of clout.
I think she wants to.
But is that what you?
She wants to be your friend.
Yeah, I know, but
I literally don't want problems with you. No, we weren't. No, we were not. No, we were not.
This is the type of conversation you have off air, because the level of thirst. Like, yeah, you're Kiki Clout. You're like you're begging for clout on air. This is disgusting.
I didn't want to have you on the podcast again. I'm allowed that.
Okay,
it's my
cool.
show. I can have whoever I want.
Okay.
Cool,
if they
dope.
stop responding to you tomorrow, that's their right.
So do you not want to be her friend? You do not want to work with her, Adam.
I mean, honestly, after seeing how entitled she is, no, I definitely don't. And even before, it was just, I didn't want to do another boring-ass podcast with you because the first one, Violet killed it. I got to give her credit. You were kind of boring. You felt the vibe. Even during the interview, it was obvious that you were jealous of the fact that we were just paying attention to her.
No, I
just didn't want to
wasn't.
bring that negative energy
literally-
back to my show.
Yo, I literally love Violet. Like from day
She's
one.
great.
I have nothing against her. Like real shit. I always like
I know, but
my
you were
friends are
obviously
killing it.
jealous of her during the interview because she was
You don't
controlling
know.
the energy.
You don't know how I feel though on the inside. Like literally, I don't have any
Listen,
type
I
of
was
jealousy
there.
towards
I
my
do this
friends.
for a living. I could tell
no,
that you were
fucking
jealous.
don't. I have to FaceTime V right now, and she know how I fucking feel.
Okay.
Like yo,
I'm
that's
just
my
telling
best
you,
friend.
you were bummed because we were talking to her more than you because she was more entertaining than you.
She's
Holy
dope.
shit.
I love V.
All right,
I love V.
all right. I will say this: when I hit that Ready to Rumble, I was just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Hey,
This is what happens with no jumpers.
This white on white crime is terrible. Thugs over here, bandana.
Yeah.
White on white crime. Thugs.
I know.
Your people.
Yo,
read that.
Hey, he's looking back at me.
Your people.
Hold on. I gotta say this, right?
Hey, he's
So
looking
look,
back at me. Should we get her?
I know both of y'all, right? I know both of y'all. I know Adam. I know Kiki, right?
Yeah.
Obviously,
We love both you
you're a
guys.
good person.
Yo, I'm gonna
You're
keep
a
it
good
humble,
person.
like real shit. Adam can say whatever the fuck he wants to say, and he could talk to me however he wants to on the internet, perceive to be something on when the cameras are on and shit like that. But yo, I'm gonna be the same person on.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
So the same person. So you're gonna beg for clout on camera, off camera. Does that make it any better?
On and off the camera, like real shit.
The problem is that the person.
Wants to on the internet perceive to be something on when the cameras are on and shit like that. But yo, I'm gonna be the same person on and off the camera, like real shit.
The problem is that the person that you are is really entitled and thinks that you deserve podcast appearances when that's not how it works. You don't get to demand to be on a podcast.
That is true.
I would love to be on Joe Rogan.
I'm not
going to hit Joe Rogan up like, why haven't you had me on?
No, I'm not.
I'm just going to chill
I'm
and do my
not
thing. And if he wants to
demanding-
ever ask me, he can ask me.
I'm
And that's the same idea that you should have. If I want to have you back on the podcast, I would ask you.
I'm not demanding, but I'm telling you, like, make me feel more of a person. Don't just like throw me off to the side like that. That shit just it felt shady.
Hold on. So her main gripe is the fact that she got ghosted. It's the fact that he didn't respond to her. The women at the table, every single woman at this table has ghosted a motherfucker in their life, someone that was not of use to them at some point. And this one right here feels the need to cry about being left on red because he didn't want to do another interview with you. Let's pull this back. Let's hear this one more time.
If I want to have you back on the podcast, I would ask you.
I'm not demanding, but I'm telling you, like, make me feel more of a person. Don't just like throw me off to the side like that. That shit just it felt shady. It felt shady.
I'm
It
gonna
really
be honest
did.
with you. Do you realize that the same way that you were hitting me up asking me for an interview, dozens of people hit me up every day.
I believe you.
Saying that same
I
shit.
believe you.
And for the most part, I leave them on red because I don't really want to have the awkward conversation dozens of times per day of, no, I don't want to have you on the podcast.
Right.
That's what my life is like. I feel like you should be more understanding and just accept that. Because the truth is I would be down to fuck with and have you on the Patreon or whatever, but I mean, this whole like entitled, like weird bitch mode thing is just whack to me.
Got you.
So we
Okay.
came to an understanding here,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Adam, will you ever? We kick it again.
I mean, it is possible because the Patreon, you know, maybe people might be excited to have her on there. I don't know.
Kiki, right? He heard your point of view. Obviously, he's has a business to run. But
I
hold on.
understand.
That being said,
understand.
same thing with us, right? We bring people on the podcast all the time. We do interview. It might be good. Second one might not be that good. So we don't even respond.
Yeah.
It's natural. We're in the game.
I got you.
So
when you
you
put it
understand?
like that, I understand where
Cool.
you're coming from.
Okay. Well,
So
peace.
we good, right? We good, right?
Come on, reconcile it.
There you go. On air.
Just like a woman.
So after that destruction, after he shitted on her like that for coming at him all wrong, she still wants to do the show for the clout. Yo, is shame like completely thrown out the window? No shame whatsoever. Whatsoever.
Here you go.
Hey, yo.
It's all love. It's all love. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna, Hey, y'all said all that bullshit to shake hands, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That man Uber is evil. He can't get along with nobody.
They want to be. She want to be his friend, man. That's all this shit was.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
all.
moving on.
Situation.
Now, past that,
Super chats again.
real quick, super chats, and then we're going to get into the first question.
She wants to be his friend. That's all that was. No, she wants to be in the clout circle and always have the access to promote herself and get clout for free by knowing this dude. It's entitlement. What do you even bring into the like? It's just baffling. But you know, it is what it is. Let's get back to it.
Fuck. That's Oscar. And then,
You white too.
You white too is crazy. That was a crazy comeback.
That was great.
Get one free, $20. Keep about to change her name
Oh
to
my God.
KO. After Adam knocked her out.
and then Marty Winterburn, she's really salty because she's glazed like a petrol station donut. Okay. And then Ray Charles is delusional. Adam is cooking her, and that's from Nobunaga. Hey, man.
Misogyny.
Hey, man.
Misogyny. Hey,
Look.
but we fuck with both, man. We fuck with Adam. We fuck with Kiki. We want y'all to work together again. Fresh.
Yeah, what they do.
Out of hand now.
What they do after these type of conversations, and they go in on the girls, they make their points or whatever, and they read the comments, and they know the comments are going in on the girls, and they're just gonna read it and allow them to just digest the comments from the commenters that they would otherwise not pay attention to, but they have to live with. I find that part hilarious, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to wrap it up here. Not much more to add. That was Adam22 making a fool out of Kiki Clout. We have another reaction right now, actually. We're going to schedule in, 15 minutes? Fuck. Yeah, we off in this one. Not much to add here. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, all one of you. I was going to do a live call-in show to get some reactions, but the crowd is too small, so...
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Yep, we wrapping it up. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We out. Yeah.